Confined Arts is a community-led arts and advocacy program that was created by Pastor Isaac Scott, a multimedia visual artist and human rights activist. Pastor Scott created the Confined Arts as an artistic response to the criminal legal system and its disenfranchising nature, having himself been incarcerated for more than 9 years in New York State. Since returning to society in 2013, Isaac has combined fine art, graphic design, and film and media in his own artistic canon to counter the existing negative narratives of people in prison and of those formerly incarcerated and directly impacted by the collateral consequences of incarceration. Isaac created this artistic advocacy platform to center the lived experiences and expertise of community advocates, grassroots organizers, community organizations, as well as scholars and researchers from Columbia University and other academic institutions to organize art exhibitions, poetry performances, and other storytelling projects to interrogate and bring about awareness to several important issues, such as juvenile justice, solitary confinement, prison conditions, the rising rate of women in prison, and the media's role in shaping public perception. As a student at Columbia University, Isaac works with a team of researchers to investigate social and institutional methods of dehumanization to decrease punitive triggers in the U.S. criminal legal system. As a community stakeholder, grassroots organizer, and scholar, Isaac has uniquely positioned the Confined Arts to facilitate a paradigm shift in community narratives through storytelling, public art, and popular media. Isaac has galvanized a small team of advocates, community leaders, and academics who volunteer their time to execute the two-part mission of the Confined Arts through strategic collaborations. This collaborative methodology enables multidimensional advocacy strategies to be developed and implemented as a means to fight for social change. The Confined Arts has a two-part mission. One, to recognize and elevate the role of the arts in touching people emotionally, fostering human connection, building empathy, bridging worlds, changing the hearts and minds of people able to influence policy, building activism, and enabling people to both envision a different world and make it a reality. And two, use narratives that enable the imagination to counter the dehumanizing narratives that are driving criminal justice policy, and for the implementation of scenarios and solutions transcending the stigmatizing and unjust status quo. Too often, the role of strategic arts engagement as a transformative tool for social justice is overlooked and undervalued by leaders who don't traditionally take artistic approaches to social change within their own work strategies. However, when it comes to creating more informed and culturally inclusive policies, the role of the arts and social justice landscape cannot continue to be minimized to supplemental involvements, which only feature artistic activities as a secondary option for social engagement. Instead, art should be in every change agent's toolbox as a means to change perception, build relationships, and foster action. The Confined Arts believes that if we want to see sincere movement towards change in people's hearts and minds, it is imperative for every leader and change agent to recognize that strategic arts engagement can instigate a paradigm shift in the consciousness of this country. We must begin to tap into the arts' transformative power to create new narratives about justice, build sustainable relationships across differing perspectives, and reimagine creative solutions for problems in our community. With the help of our partners, and with Isaac's affiliation to the Center for Justice at Columbia University as a Justice and Education Scholar, and the Columbia Law School as a Fellow at the Center for Institutional and Social Change, the Confined Arts is in a unique position to build the capacity for community-based artists, student researchers, and community advocates to use the arts to change perception, build relationships, and foster action.